Now at 10, a vigil for the 16-year-old boy tragically shot and killed by his father last weekend, who then turned the gun on himself. What his friends and family are remembering about him. Plus,
I'm being completely honest. I don't know how to classify it.
A massive sinkhole forming at Fox Hollow Golf Club in American Fork. We'll hear more on what might have caused the collapse. And in the 40s and 50s, trains were coming into Union Station day and night here in Salt Lake City. Craig Worth has the story in tonight's Worth Watching.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Hello, I'm Sarah Murphy. Thanks for joining us this evening for ABC4 News at 10. Our top story tonight, Salt Lake City community members are coming together for a 16-year-old boy who police say was shot and killed by his father in a murder-suicide last weekend. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live from tonight's vigil after speaking to the boy's friends and family. She shares with us what they want people to know about him. Annika.
Just before Mother's Day, 16-year-old Om Moses Gandhi and his father's bodies were discovered deceased in an office complex. Tonight, a candlelit vigil is being held in honor and memoriam of Om's life and by those who loved him dearly. Sound of a saxophone and soft strumming of a guitar filled the air as friends, fellow students, neighbors, and even strangers gathered in Sunnyside Park. His friends organized the candlelit vigil and invited all to come and share a moment of silence in support of not only Om, but the family he leaves behind. Om's friends describe him as loving, caring, open-hearted, warm, gentle, and a joy to be around.
We grew up together. We did a lot together when we were younger, and we were really good friends. And I have known him for about 12 years, and to see him gone really hurts.
A GoFundMe page has been set up in Om's honor, and the funds will then be given to his mother, who will then donate them to the Safe Harbor and use the other half of them to lobby for the Keep Children Safe from Family Violence Act. You can find a link to their GoFundMe page by visiting our website at abc4.com. Reporting live in Salt Lake City, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
Just a tragic story. Thank you, Annika. Now new tonight, Utah Highway Patrol is asking for your help to find a motorcyclist who fled from police today. It happened in Weber County. UHP says that biker you're seeing on your screen right there is going over 100 miles per hour when troopers tried to pull him over. The rider kept going, speeding down I-84 westbound near Riverdale Road and then onto I-15 south. A Department of Public Safety helicopter followed the motorcyclist but lost sight heading towards the Tooele County line. So if you have any information on the biker seen in these photos, you can contact that phone number you see right there on the bottom of your screen. A golf course in Utah County is looking a bit different after a massive sinkhole formed on the course this weekend. ABC4 News went to Fox Hollow Golf Course in American Fork to find out what happened and, if you're a golfer, how this might affect you. Water rushing fast. But it's not what or where you might think. It's a sinkhole at a golf course, and it's got workers stumped. They don't know if it's a regular water hazard or a lateral water hazard. It's at the Fox Hollow Golf Course in American Fork. Workers say on Saturday, a culvert collapsed.
We were thinking it was like a log or jam or something. That means a heavy waterfall down the river. I think it's just from a lot of water coming down that pipe.
There's fence around the sinkhole to block it off, but they say for now, there's not much they can do.
Right now, we're just kind of go by day and make sure it's, safe. We're going to, continue to just watch it and make sure this incident like this doesn't happen again.
So if you're a golfer, you're still in luck. Workers say right now the course is still open, but they've altered it to avoid the area. American Fork City officials say tomorrow they're planning to dump rocks in the sinkhole to help contain it. Checking in now with meteorologist Nate Larson. And Nate, we've talked a lot about possible flooding with these warming temperatures. I don't think we've seen it on a golf course yet this season.
Yeah, I guess where it's fenced off, can't hit your ball. Mine usually curves to the right.
Right?
Maybe it'll end up in that area either way, and I'll just have to take an extra shot. Yeah, we've got flooding conditions, though, continuing across the state. Not necessarily an alert out for the American Fork River, which runs through Fox Hollow Golf Course, but there are concerns, of course, out there with some of the areas that we've seen flooding. Almanac and a shot from the Ensign Peak area showing some of the haze that's out there still this evening. We did hit 88 degrees today. Record high is 94. We're trending more than 10 degrees above average still with our warm temperatures this weekend. The haze, of course, coming in from the north, as we've talked about, from fires burning in Canada. Actually, air quality isn't as bad. We managed to mix out some across some of the Wasatch Front. We're sitting at moderate air quality this evening versus the orange air. We're still forecast to have orange air tomorrow, which is unhealthy for sensitive groups, but we should help sweep out the bad air as well tomorrow evening with a system that's going to push in some moisture, transition our flow to more of a westerly westerly flow. 75 right now in Salt Lake City, 64 in Delta, 78 in St. George, 70 in Moab, 57 in Price. Water vapor showing there's not much moisture right now over the Beehive State, but this is the trough of low pressure, which is going to start to inch towards us, bring some shower potential into your Monday. In fact, thunderstorm outlook showing all of Utah could see some showers and storms. We'll time out more of it with a future cast for you coming up in just a bit. Sarah?
All right, thank you, Nate. In southern Utah, a 12-year-old girl is recovering after she almost drowned today. It happened in Santa Clara. Fire and rescue crews found the girl unconscious but breathing. Dameron Valley Fire and Washington County Sheriff's Office helped with the rescue. Ivins Fire helped with patient care. That girl was life-flighted to St. George Regional Hospital. And in Washington County, a father and son are now safe after getting stuck on a sandbar. The Washington County Sheriff Water Rescue Team went out to save the two after they fell off their raft and got stuck there in the middle of the river. Rescuers swam to the sandbar and helped pull the pair to safety. You're seeing that in those pictures right there. Search and Rescue says because of the heavy rain and snowmelt we've seen this season, they've been dealing with rescues like this a lot this year. So they're reminding you that if you do go in the river, remember the water is moving faster than it looks. In Davis County, 5 juveniles are in the hospital after they fell 100 feet down a ravine. It happened early Sunday morning. The kids were driving in a Jeep in a Forest Service area between Farmington and Centerville. Davis County Sheriff's Office says they were on an ATV off-road trail when the Jeep got a bit too close to the edge and fell. One person was ejected from the car. Now, all 5, they say, are in the hospital, but none of them have life-threatening injuries. Shifting gears a little bit, with summer just 1 month away and temperatures starting to feel almost as if it's already here, travel might be one thing on your mind, and a bit of a big question is how to do it affordably. So it turns out you don't have to figure it out by yourself. Travel advisors, like one we spoke with today, are gearing up for their busiest time of the year. The one we spoke to says her experience comes from her personal life, her family, and a passion for all things Disney. Her job, she says, is to give you all the tips and tricks for your next family trip.
We will go through and do all the kind of, I guess, daunting tasks of linking your hotel reservation, linking your tickets, making park reservations, dining. I do everybody's dining too, so I do the whole thing. You just go. That goes the same for Hawaii, Mexico, any place like that. I will just handle it all and you just go have a good time.
So Laura's goal, she says, is to save you money and the hassle. She says she's been through it herself, so she knows you can find travel advisors who are experts in certain trips. And again, for Laura right there, it's Disney. So for more information for your next trip, you can head to the information you see right there on the bottom of your screen. Coming up here on ABC4 News at 10, as summer vacations start, airports will be crowded. However, in the 40s and the 50s, the crowds would have been at our city's 2 train stations. Craig Worth has the old photos and video. It's worth watching.
All right, plus we're tracking flash flood potential if you're recreating in southern Utah as we get into the work week. Detailed timing and when we expect those storms to flare up. Details coming up after the break.